everyone, welcome to Thank Goodness It's Tuesday. I have some tag questions today that are a little bit different, so I thought I'd do them on today's Drill With Me, Tag Tuesday, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know anymore what I want to call it. Oh, and I lost my iPad as always. I have it on the iPad. I don't know why I can't just print it out on a piece of paper, but I don't. But so we'll get right into the questions, because I kind of want to save anything else I talk about for my weapon chat. Wednesday though, I think I'm going to do a time lapse for Bling Bling Wednesday. I seem to get a lot of views on my time lapses, so I thought I'd do a time lapse for Bling Bling Wednesday. Yeah, maybe a little bit of talking in it. I don't know yet, because I'm not going to film that till tomorrow. I'm kind of overwhelmed because I got to film basically 4 videos in 2 days. So yeah, I started my new shift, so that's going really good. I really like it. Didn't like how cold it was this weekend, but I survived. I survived my 36-hour weekend, so that was awesome. So let's get our first color and we can start this tag. So everybody grab your color. You probably already have your color out. Let's not be lying here. And we will begin. This Victorious Moon, I tell you guys, I'm overwhelmed by it. It's so big. I feel like I've got nothing done. But to be honestly fair, I haven't been diamond painting that much. I'm not sure why, but I haven't. Pretty much the videos you see, and then a little bit extra. I did complete a lot more. The drill quality, I don't know about this painting. It looks worse with the light on, but I can't see the darn symbols without the light, so you guys got to put up with looking at these little gaps that drive me crazy. I don't know about any of you guys, but being able to see all these gaps with the light on drive me nuts. But I know, like, if you look over here, you don't see them. I get that. I realize that. It just bugs me while I'm actually doing the painting. Doesn't bug me as much with round, but it really bugs me with square. Anybody else like that? Because I sure know that I am. So, I think on Thursday I'm going to do a how-to video. That's what I'm going to do for Thursday. So that's pretty much what's coming up this week. And if you watched Monday's video, you already know that today I'm a hot mess. So forgive me now if I say anything that don't make any sense. Just putting it out there for y'all to know. Okay? Okay. So, first question. Are you an innie or an outie? I am definitely an innie. I'm assuming this means belly button, right? Because that's what I'm referring it to. Have you ever written a song? Nope. I am not creative in that way whatsoever. These are pretty fast questions, right? I think so. Have you ever been in the opposite sex public washroom? Yes, I have. I have been. Not necessarily to use it, but I wanted to see what it looked like. And I've been in the one at where I work because I had to go over to another building to do some seal checks. And over there, it's basically all men, and they only have one washroom. So it's pretty much a male washroom. So yeah. So I've been in that washroom, and I actually use that one. Yeah. Because they only have one. So, you know. I find it quite fascinating. But anyway, that's just me. Have you ever written a poem? No, like I said, I'm not creative. I never did like writing or reading for that matter, or I really had to work hard to get the 80s that I did in English class. Let's just say that. Do you like ketchup on or beside your fries? Like when my kids were little, I used to always put it on the side so they could dip, you know. And my daughter, my youngest daughter to this day still does that. Like she has to have it on the side. But I like them all over my fries. The best is when you have gravy on your fries and then you put ketchup on top. That is awesome. Even on a poutine. Even on a poutine, I put ketchup. I do. Sorry guys, I just do. Next question. Have you ever been a Boy or Girl Scout? No, I wasn't. Neither were any of my kids. I was never, how do I put this? I came from a European background. My parents did not put me in any activities in school. I did not play any sports, and I did not go to brownies, even though I had classmates that went to brownies, and I thought it was really cool, but I was never allowed. Okay, I'm lying. I think I put Sarah in brownies, and she lasted all of a couple of days, and then that was enough of her, and she never went back. I'm pretty sure. Maybe Sarah can like confirm that for me, but I don't think she watches my videos. I know my niece Chantel does. I love you. I love you, Chantel. I know she watches my videos. She is doing right now a really big custom that she got the Pink Raspberry to do for her of Coco, the movie. It is huge, and I think it's going to turn out amazing when it's done. Just putting that out there. If you go on my Facebook page, I'm going to say it again. It is called Diamond Painting Corner by Lizzie Vapes. If you want to go over there and check out, she has pictures of her work in progress on there if you want to go check out and become a member. Why not? We always need more people in our family to share the goodness. Have you ever written a book? No, I have never written a book, but I tell you, I could write a book about my life, because I tell you, there is always something going on. There's a lot about me that you guys don't know, and I want to keep it that way for now. Yeah. Let's just say, yeah, I'm not even going to go there, but yeah, I could write a book about my life and all my crazy relationships. But like I said, I'm not a writer, so it's never going to happen. So nobody's going to know my secrets. Have you ever broken a mirror? I have broken a mirror, and I hated that people say, oh, you're going to have 7 years bad luck. I think bad luck just follows you anywhere. You don't need to break a mirror to get bad luck. Oh, my tongue feels funny right now. I feel like I have something in my throat. Hold on 1 minute. I'll be back. Hi guys, sorry I'm back. That was weird. That was weird. I had to like eat something. I don't know what happened, but I don't have the feeling anymore. It was weird. And clear my throat. I think I'm getting a cold. Ugh. There's this girl at work, she was super sick, and I'm like, please don't give me your cold, because I cannot afford to be off. She wasn't there on Sunday. Hopefully she heals up and she's better by Wednesday. Because I don't want her cold. Excuse me. Now I'm burping. Okay, next question. Are you superstitious? Not really. My mom was very superstitious. I remember, like, there is some silly superstitions in the Portuguese community. Like, one is famous, don't go outside with your hair wet because you'll catch a cold, which I'm pretty sure is not true. Another one is you can't eat before going swimming. I have before and nothing happened to me. I didn't die. And one that's really, really silly is you can't water the plants when you are menstruating because they'll kill the plants. My mom used to always say that. Whether or not it's true or not, I don't know. So if you want to get away with not watering the plants, I just gave you a hint. What is your biggest pet peeve? I think I've mentioned this before. My biggest pet peeve is people that take off their socks and leave them lying around in the living room or wherever they decide to take off their socks. That drives me cuckoo. I hate it. My daughter Alyssa is famous for it, and I'm constantly yelling at her to pick up her socks. Do you slurp your drink after it's gone? If I have a straw, like if it's like a soft drink, I might slurp it. Have you ever blown bubbles in your milk? What child or anybody has not blown bubbles in a drink, milk, anything? I have. I think every kid has done it. No? Am I wrong? When you're at the grocery store, do you prefer paper or plastic? Plastic. But now everybody's so conscious about the environment. A lot of people bring cloth bags or reusable bags and take them to the grocery store. I will confess right here, right now, that I am terrible of forgetting mine and just end up buying bags when I'm at the grocery store because I am so terrible about reusing my recycled bags. I don't know if any other countries like here. A lot of the stores now you have to pay 5 cents a bag so that people will start using their own bags. But like I said, I am terrible and I forget and I end up buying bags anyways. There goes that darn fridge. True or false? Would you rather eat steak than pizza? True. I would. I love me some steak. I like me the beef. I do so. Number 20. Now number 20 is a question, and I'm going to answer it, but it's not typically about me. The next question is, did you have a baby blanket? No, I did not. If I did, I don't remember. I'm old, people, so I don't remember if I did or not. I'm sure I had some sort of blanket that my mom or somebody knitted me because, you know, Portuguese. But my daughter, my daughter Alyssa is the only kid I had that has a security blanket. And you will think it's the most silliest thing ever because it's not a blanket anybody knitted. It's not a quilt. When you buy a bed set for a crib, it comes with the bumper pads. Back in the day, I don't know if they still do because I haven't had a baby, but I guess I'm going to be finding out soon, right? Because my daughter wants me to buy the crib, and I said I'd buy the crib, so that is what I have to buy. I think I'm going to have to work some overtime so I can buy this crib. Anyway, I don't want to work overtime, people. But anyways, back to the story. So Alyssa had, and back then I did not even realize, okay, I got her Bambi. And it was kind of like blue, and I'm like, why do they put blue for Bambi? But you know, I like the Bambi. So I got it anyways. And then I realized, I found out that Bambi was actually a boy, which I did not even know at the time. So you learn something new each day. But that's the one I got her. It was Bambi. And I think it had the rabbit on it. I'm not even sure. I'd have to look at the stupid blanket. But it was really nice. It was white. And it had like blue, and it had Bambi and everything on it. Well, this crib comforter, I call it, is her security blanket now. She still sleeps. She is 15 years old and she still sleeps. Okay, I need to pick another color. She still sleeps with this darn blanket to this day. And it's so old and ratty, and oh my gosh, the color, like, it's not white anymore. I don't even know if we bleached the sucker, if it would go back to the original. It would fade. Obviously the picture has been faded. It's been 15 years, but she still sleeps with that thing. And then, like, if we go on vacation with my sister, she'll say, you better not bring that blanket. And Alyssa would hide it. She would hide it in her luggage just so she could bring it on the trip, because my sister would freak out. But yeah, she still sleeps with it till this day, by her head, in her room. And I keep on threatening to throw it out, and she keeps on flipping out. But whatever, it's not like she carries it around or anything. She just sleeps with it in her room. So yeah, that's the security blanket question. And I skipped a whole bunch to get to that question. What the heck, Liz? Go back. Would you rather eat a Big Mac or a Whopper? Big Mac. 100% Big Mac. Big Mac. I love Big Macs better than Whoppers. I find Whoppers too cold. Do you find Whoppers cold? I find them cold. But they are cheaper to buy because you can get like 2 Whoppers for $7. I find McDonald's getting expensive every day. Any fast food's expensive, really. Let's be honest. Next question that I obviously skipped. Have you ever gone skinny dipping? No. Would I like to try going skinny dipping? Yeah. I think that would be like super fun with a super sexy guy. Yeah, that would be cool. I have visions in my head. Never mind. Next question. Have you ever parachuted out of a plane? Hell no. First of all, I've only been on a plane once in my life, and that was to Portugal, and I was 4 years old. I have never gone on a plane since then. My friends keep on bugging me to go to Cuba, and to be honest, what's holding me back from going to Cuba is the plane. I am scared. And I don't know. I don't know if I can do it, guys. I don't know. I want to go. Because it seems like heck fun. A guy from my work, well, on the other rotation, just came back from Cuba and he had a blast. And I like to go have a blast too. Maybe. I don't know, guys. I'm scared. I'm scared of planes. I don't know why. I'm a chicken. And I know I shouldn't be, but I am. So there. Have you ever tried to cut your own hair? Okay. I have bangs. And my hair grows like a weed. So sometimes I will try cutting my bangs. Sometimes it's not noticeable. Sometimes I really mess up. And then I'm like, shit. And people can tell that I cut them myself. But I try to go to the hairdressers to do it because I'm not very good at it. And right now they're starting to get long again. And they're starting to bug me. But I don't want to do it. I actually have to try to dye my hair today or tomorrow because my grays are starting to come back in, and nobody likes to be gray. On my intro video, that's the way I like my hair the best. It does not since look like that. I just dye it red now. It doesn't have the streaks, but I do want to get the streaks back. I just haven't coughed out the money to do it yet. Plus, to get those is kind of hard when your hair goes gray because then you just got to keep on. It becomes very, how would you say, costly, you know, to always get the streaks done. Oh, the next question was, how did it turn out? Well, I told you, it didn't turn out so well. Have you ever sleptwalked? No, I have not. My sister, Yvette, did when she was a kid, my mom said. And she went to the light fixture, like the light switch, and she was well, okay, here's the Portuguese in me. I almost said it. She was turning on and off the light and saying it in Portuguese. And I almost said open and closing the light because in Portuguese, that's how it's translated. And when I was younger, well, when I first got married, I'd always say to my husband, well, my ex-husband, can you open the light? And then he'd be like, you mean turn on the light? And I'm like, oh, turn on the light. Like, I don't realize I do it until it's too late. But I have been getting better with turning on and turning off the light, because I have to ask Alexa to do it. And sometimes she just doesn't listen. But that's okay. Have you ever had a birthday party at McDonald's? I have not, but my children have. My daughter Sarah had an actual birthday party at McDonald's where they did it, you know, like you went into the kitchen, you saw how it worked, and you got the goodie bags, and they played games with you. When Alyssa was old enough to have parties at McDonald's, they did not offer that anymore. But I did have a party at McDonald's where I just bought everything, and I bought the cake, and we just did it at McDonald's with her friends. And she's had a Burger King one. That's not a question, but she did actually have a Burger King one that they did the stuff or whatever. Can you flip your eyelids up? I'd rather not. What kind of question is that? I'd rather not flip my eyelids up. Well, that is a weird question. Who would do that? Feels like it would hurt. What is your favorite carnival ride? I don't even know what it's called. I like the ones that are like, that play the loud music. Have you ever been, like, when you go to carnival and they play the loud music and they're like seats, 2 people sit in them, and it goes around in a circle, and it goes like the Himalaya was one of them that they're called. I don't know the names of them, but they spin, they go really fast up and down, and then I think they reverse and go the other way. Or like the scrambler, rides like that I like. I don't really care for the Ferris wheel. I don't mind it, but I don't like the feeling of my stomach dropping. Like when you get on a roller coaster, like I've been on all the roller coasters at Canada's Wonderland to a certain year. Like I have not recently. After I had kids, I never went back on a roller coaster. No, I lied. I went on with Alyssa that one year. Not Alyssa. With Sarah when she was little. But after that year, I've never really gone back on a roller coaster. I don't like the feeling of my stomach dropping. It's gotten worse over my age, I would say. So yeah. Does that answer the question? What is your dream car? I think I already told everybody what my dream car was, and I did own it for 3 years because that's all it lasted me. But my dream car was my 2000 Volkswagen Beetlebug lime green. She was my baby. I love that car. I had pink daisies in it, in the holder where you put the flowers. And I changed it from pink to purple. Just depended. Oh, I love that car. It had leather seats. They were heated. It had a sunroof. The only car I ever owned with a sunroof. And I tell you, I miss that car. But it was breaking down. It was causing me too much money to fix all the time, and I just gave up on it because I felt like I was forking more money into the car than I was actually using it. But I did love that car, and I could honestly say that I owned it once in my lifetime, right? That's what I think. And it was standard, which I never knew how to drive standard. I like manual standard, and I bought it right. I bought it off of a young girl that went to Western University, but she was from up north, and she was selling her car, and I bought it off her, and it was manual, and I'm like, oh, I don't know how to drive manual. And then my ex-boyfriend at the time, well, my boyfriend at the time, he's my ex now, it's like, Liz, I'll teach you how to drive it. And then we bought it, and he drove it home, and then we were trying to teach me how to drive it, and I was stalling, and I was stalling, and I was stalling out, and I just broke down and started crying. I'm like, why did I buy this stupid car? I can't even drive it. But restless, be sure, I started driving that darn thing, and I was pretty good at it towards the end of the 3 years. At first, I was scared to even go to London in it, and then when I finally went into London in it, but it was okay. But I didn't drive standard prop. I'd always, when I went to go brake and stuff, I wouldn't gear down. I'd throw it in neutral. I always did that. It's not the correct way to do it, but I never burned out my clutch. That's just, sometimes I would gear down, but I've never burned out my clutch the whole 3 years that I had it, and that's pretty good because a lot of people burn out their clutch when they're learning how to drive standard, and I never did. And it's probably because of the way I used to drive, and I used to throw it in neutral. That's what I think. But I don't know. I don't know for sure. But this guy at work told me about throwing it in neutral, so I started doing it, and then it just became a habit, and I found it a lot easier. So that was my dream car. How many remote controls do you have in your house? Oh boy, that is a funny question. I have 3 alone in the living room. Nope, I'm lying. 4. But my Apple TV is not working very well right now. I don't know what the heck's going on with that Apple TV. So I haven't been using it. I have 1 in my bedroom. So that's 5. I'd say 5 working remotes at the moment, because we only have 2 televisions in this house, and it's 1 in here and 1 in my bedroom. My daughter doesn't have one. She doesn't even really care to have one, because I asked her, and she's like, she don't really care to have a TV in her room. So yeah, I'm probably skipping a whole bunch of questions again. If you were in a car sinking in a lake, what would you do first? I think I'd roll down the window and try to get the fuck out. Oh, I swore. I'm sorry. I just swore. I don't do that very often. I swore. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry. Please forgive me. I'm not editing this out. So, yeah. Take it or leave it. Have you ever fallen asleep in school? No, I can't say I have. Would you rather be rich and unhappy or poor and happy? This is a hard question. Because right now I'm poor and unhappy, and that ain't getting me anywhere. Might as well be rich and unhappy. Right? No, I'm kind of happy right now. Just saying. Next topic. I don't know how long it's going to last, but we'll see. If you've fallen into quicksand, would you try to swim or try to float? If you're sinking, how can you swim? And if you're sinking, how can you float? This is a trick question. It's probably try to swim because you're trying to power your way back up. You ain't gonna float. If it's quicksand and you're sinking, it ain't gonna make you float. Am I right or wrong? I don't know. I think this is a trick question. Are you more like Cinderella or Alice in Wonderland? I would want to be. Could it be, do you want to be? I'd want to be Cinderella. Because in Cinderella, there's a beautiful, handsome prince awaiting you. I wish I had a handsome prince awaiting me. But I don't. I do not have a prince. Do you ask directions when you're lost? I have. Now my phone takes me where I have to go. Just throw on my GPS. But if I didn't have it, I have asked for directions before. Have you ever held a Mexican jumping bean? No. I'm all over the place. I keep on skipping stuff. This is a weird question too. Would you rather have an ant farm with no ants or a box of crayons with broken points? I think I'd want an ant farm with no ants. Because what's the point of having crayons with no points? That was weird. Do you prefer light or dark bread? A light. Unfortunately, yeah, I'm bad. And next question. Do you prefer scrambled or fried eggs? I prefer fried eggs. I like over easy. That's my favorite egg for breakfast time. Over easy. When I go to the restaurant, it's always over easy. Medium. No, not medium, just over easy. Pretty sure that's what I say. I don't even know anymore. But yeah. That's what I say. And then I'm going to leave it on this last question because I have a little bit of a story. Have you ever been in a car that ran out of gas? Okay. This is my story about me running out of gas. So, I had a boyfriend back in the day. And he had a Toyota Camry. And that thing could run in town for days with the gas light on. And it used to always freak me out, and he'd always say, "Don't worry, we still got lots of gas." I'd be like, okay. So when I got my Cavalier, the check engine light came on. The gas light came on, and I'm thinking, oh, I probably still got lots of time, thinking I'm still driving that darn Toyota Camry. And I just pass the gas station and think to myself, I should really fill up. And I'm like, nah, I'll do it tomorrow. And as I'm on my way home, I may be a block away, don't I run out of flipping gas. So I had to walk the rest of the way back to my apartment at the time, because I lived in a fourplex. And this is when I was seeing Alyssa's dad. So I ended up having to call him to come and bring a jerry can to fill up my car so he can bring my car home. And there's some sirens outside today. Yeah, so that's my story of when I ran out of gas. He made so much fun of me because of it. But hey, you learn from your mistakes, right? Right. Maybe I'll just do this one. I don't know. I gotta get cracking on this picture, guys. It ain't going very quickly, if you know what I mean. Oh, something's happening out there. Sirens, sirens, sirens. Today is Monday, which is still the long weekend, and I hope everybody had an awesome long weekend. I know I didn't. Well, today's my day off, and I'm getting paid to sit here and diamond paint, so that's always nice, right? But I could have worked overtime today and made extra money, but I'm tired. I'm tired from the weekend. And the people that went to work today, that worked all weekend with me, I send kudos to you guys, because you guys are troopers, because I can't do it. And I think that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed some of these tag questions. There's a lot of them, so I might just continue on with them again next week. I am going to try to save this. How do I save it? I'm going to bookmark it in favorites. Okay. Hopefully it did, because there is a lot of them, and this could be a whole other Tuesday. So that's what I'm going to do. And I thought some of the questions were fairly new that I have not answered before. So there you have it. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you like, please subscribe to my channel. I always will be happy and super tickle pink if people joined our group. And I have a Facebook group, like I said at the beginning. Was it in this video? I don't even remember, but I'm pretty sure it was. Join it if you like. It's called Diamond Painting Corner by Leslie Vapes. You have to answer a few questions in order to be let into the group. But yeah, they're not hard. We just want to make sure there isn't any robots trying to come in and putting ads in. That's all that is about. And that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you tomorrow on the time lapse. Bling Bling Wednesday. Take care, everyone. Bye.